Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel, Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. Oh my gosh, Shantia, there it is. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I'm here to make spirituality fun and accessible for you. Please remember, take what resonates, leave what does not resonate, because you are the creator of your reality. You're the one who gets to decide using your free will the life that you get to create for yourself. Okay. So today we're going to have 3 piles to choose from. The topic we're looking into, the universe is calling for you to make some kind of decision or choice. I've kind of done readings on this slightly before, but it's coming back around and it's coming back with some power. So they want to help you in making some kind of decision in your life. It looks like some kind of significant decision. So let's see who wants to come through. I'm very curious. Please feel free to check out any of the other content on my channel. I do collective channel messages. I have a series called The Wake Up Call, dedicated to your awakening process and helping you through that experience. I also have another channel called Shantia's New Chapter, where I am doing a series called Worthy, Flirty, and Thriving. If you're interested in any of those qualities, please check it out. All of it's linked below. Let's go ahead and get started. So you guys are going to have 3 to choose from, and I've pre-selected some cards. The crystal, of course, and then I'm going to pull tarot. Let's go ahead and move on to the point where you get to pick and choose your crystal. Hi beautiful souls, welcome to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. So let me go ahead and introduce the group to you. We got group number 1 with this tiny little aura quartz, packs a punch. We have group number 2 with the crystal cola, gorgeous as usual. Oh, where is it clear? Is it here? Here? I don't know. And then we have group number 3 with the dendritic agate. I guess it is a little blurry. My bad. There it is, the dendritic agate. Black and white beauty. Yeah, let me show it here too. Maybe that's where it's clear. And then Chrysocolla. Chrysocolla. Let us go ahead and start our meditation. Oh yeah, smoky. Here is the singing bowl. All right, I'm gonna do that one more time for those of you who may have heard my stomach growl. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely aura quartz, and this is going to be the reading for you. All right, so first as usual, I'm going to pull energies first, read with the crystal, and then unveil your oracle cards, and then I will pull tarot. Let us dive in. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 1, please. Okay, so I was being taken to some kind of imagery of like a faucet. Very interesting. Like a faucet, and it was like pouring out water, and it was a little like glitchy at first. It was like and then it started pouring out. So to me, water or the faucet is supposed to represent restoration, resources, nourishment. It's like you need to water your plants. So it's like I'm kind of being taken to this. It's like you're being asked to water your plants. You need to go turn the hose on. So you go to turn the hose on so that you can access the water for your plants. But at first it's not coming out, and then it starts coming out. So there's some kind of, it's going to be like abundance, basically. So the universe is trying to send you some kind of abundance where it's like overflowing, and it's like a continuous flow. But first you need to go up and you need to turn the faucet. If you don't turn the faucet, you'll never know, right? But they want you to go into this with like a kind of assumption that you will be taken care of. So the way that I try to teach people about this energy, the way that my guides teach me about being taken care of is the universe is here to provide us abundance. And the reason why people are often so fearful of not experiencing or not having enough resources is why they hoard things. They hoard things, or they're so in avoidance, they're so disconnected to abundance that they are deprived of things, deprived of experiences, deprived of resources. So I'm feeling like it's resources for you. That's what the universe wants you to access, but you need to go turn on that water, get it flowing. There's so much that the universe wants to pour into you and pour out for you to align with your dreams and live your dreams. But in order for you to do that, you need to turn the faucet, and you need to be willing to persist through and be patient through the glitchy process. So there's something you're being called to do. Perhaps it's something new that's going to have a bit of a glitchy moment in the beginning where it's like, you might doubt it, where you're thinking, okay, I was hoping it was going to go smooth in my imagination. The universe told me to imagine things going well. The universe told me to imagine, but the reality is that you learn how to figure things out first. Maybe there's something about you have to figure out how to use the faucet first. Maybe you weren't turning it right. Maybe you moved it at a weird angle. Maybe you didn't turn it all the way. Maybe you just turned it a couple of times because you know how sometimes you're hesitant. You're like, oh, do I just need to turn it once, twice, thrice? And then all of a sudden there's like this big pack of power that wants to come through. So there's also something about you understanding how your power works as well. It's coming through. Like, you need to understand how your power works. So maybe at first you're hesitant because you're like, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to trying it out this way. Or I don't know if I have the capabilities. They definitely want you to know you have an overflowing resource available. Whether it's inspiration, whether it's access to resources, you have an overflow. They want you to access. But you need to turn the faucet. Okay, let's see what the crystal wants to say. Okay, I was getting this energy of two overlocking energies, like soothing each other. Almost like a mom comforting you or something. Like a mom comforting you or you being comforted. So the universe definitely doesn't want you to be insecure about taking the risk or taking a chance to try something new or different, because you will be soothed. You'll be soothed. But it was like interlocking. So perhaps, let's say if you're trying something out, you're doing a collaboration or you're doing a project with someone, they want you to know that this person is like meant to work in sync with your energy. So it's like wherever you're struggling, they're going to comfort you or they're going to support you. So the biggest critic is yourself, probably, in this situation. The biggest critic is yourself. But this person, the people that the universe is sending to support you in fulfilling some kind of dream or desire, they want you to know that these people are going to help to support you. They're going to be there cheering you on, say, you can do it. So if you see someone on the sidelines saying, hey, you can do it, that's a huge clue that you're moving in the right direction. If you're feeling any kind of insecurity, it's probably a clue that you're moving in the right direction as well, especially if you're doing something new or different. Okay. Let's see what wants to come through the crystal. So you guys got the aura quartz. Yeah, I'm seeing like a feminine figure. She's dressed very ethereally and she's under some kind of like a building or a temple. So it's like you're being protected, divinely protected. So you're being very much divinely protected to move forward. Should you trust it, you can do it. Yeah, I really like the aura quartz because it has this really beautiful, dreamy, ethereal, easygoing nature about it. Where I feel like the universe is bringing you towards whatever this decision is going to be. There's something about like the faucet where it's like an overflow. It's going to feel very effortless once you start doing it or you make this decision. Like life is going to move in a very effortless way for you. So they want you to trust it. It's going to feel very like a dream. You're living a dream, effortless. But you just have to push through those glitchy moments first. Okay, let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards and see what's going on. Okay, we have here, time to go. Ooh, you need to leave something. I'll tell you in a minute. I want to keep it a surprise for you here, my dear. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So straight up, group number 1, the universe wants you to know that this decision is pretty huge. It is very life-changing because it's very life-changing, okay? So this is going to be, for a lot of you, it's going to be a move. It's going to be traveling somewhere different or being in a different location. That's why it's uncomfortable. We have your travel and time to go. Straight up. Yeah, very ethereal, dreamy energy. Like these women are in these like elegant dresses. There's like a moonlit background. And this woman is walking away in her pretty wings and white dress, walking towards something. So the universe is saying that you're being called to move away from something. You're being called to move away from something. More than likely, it's where you are right now, where you live, perhaps right now. They're telling you. This is the important decision that's going to be unfolding in your life. This may be happening within 6 to 9 months for you. We got that 9 here. That's officially when it's going to be happening. They want you to be open to this. They want you to be ready for this. We have your autumn, full moon, the queen, within 6 to 9 months. So within 6 to 9 months, this can be manifesting for you guys. We have your mutable, breaking free. Oh, youth. Mutable, breaking free, rebellious, idealistic. Try things out. It says here, try things out. Naive. Finding yourself. Independent. Strong-willed. Okay. So they're comparing this to the phase that people go through in life, where you're finding yourself. You know, in your youthful, your teenage years, you're finding out who you are. So there's something about this journey that is very much related to helping you identify who you are and what you're here to do. You're finding yourself. Finding yourself. Where is it clear? Is it here? I guess the light's just a little too bright. Yeah, they want you to be rebellious. It's like people might see it as a rebellious decision, but it's helping you to break free. This is exactly what you prayed for, wanted, and desired in your life. It's also going to help you to feel so much more independent, powerful, and strong. So let's say you're feeling called to travel somewhere, go somewhere different. Your heart's like, I feel called to this place. Then that is most likely awakening for you, group number 1. We have here, where should we go? You have a deep knowing. So let's go to this. We have Druid, hold the space. So I was picking up on that energy. I was like seeing someone comfort. So I feel like you need to hold the space for yourself, but I also feel like you're being given support either in friends, people. We're gonna have to pull some more clarifiers, but most definitely you want to practice holding the space for yourself. Like maybe giving yourself self-comfort so that you don't feel so scared. So let's say you are going on this journey alone. You want to find your quiet place deep inside yourself. But I feel like there is other people involved here because of some other cards. We'll go to it in a minute. But they really want you to hold the space for yourself, to know that you're going to be fine. So to me, holding the space is all about, like, if you have certain emotions that are fluctuating and moving through you and you're just like, when you're in that youthful phase, right? Teenagers are they're going through so many hormonal changes during that period of their life. And that's what you're going to be going through. Like part of you might just be feeling like, I don't even know what I'm feeling today. I just know it's different. It's different. And they need you to figure out how to get in touch with holding a space for yourself. So Kyle Cease, I think, does a fantastic job of this. Kyle Cease, Cease. Look him up on YouTube. He's really good at understanding how to just give space, like accepting whatever emotions. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling like you're going to go through a fluctuation of emotions because it's new. And I don't know about you. Anytime I try something new, it's a little bit of a shock to my system at first until I can adjust. So I'm getting like, it's going to be a bit of a shock to your system at first until you can adjust, especially if you're traveling, you're going somewhere different. And if you're going to a different country, actually, if you just travel anywhere different, there's usually a bit of this culture shock. It's just like, this is so different from what I'm used to seeing and experiencing. I want to go back home. I'm feeling a little bit of that. It's like you're going to feel a little, if you are being called to travel, you're going to be feeling quite like, I want to go back home every once in a while. You're going to feel that. I just want to be in my cute little apartment. You know, you're going to have those emotions are going to come back, but they want you to push through that. They also want you to know, like, trust your sixth sense. You have a deep knowing. I think you know this. Like you sense or you know that something is shifting in your life. You're being called towards something. You know, we have this owl sitting on, I don't know, a planet, and then there's like a moon above him. I don't know what's going on. Is that the sun and the moon? Maybe. But yeah, it's something in your heart says, something deeply, actually, it's like even deeper than that. Something deeper inside of you just knows this is what I should do. This is the right decision for me. I'm feeling called to do this. Something in you knows. So we have your avenger. Desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Probably pull a clarifier for that one. Yeah, because we're getting like double rebellious energy with the youth and the avenger. I feel like you're becoming an avenger. It's like you're deciding, I want to I want to balance the scales of life. If you're feeling like I want to travel somewhere and help the children here, or I want to somehow, because we also have here rescuer, provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Yeah, I feel like you're evolving to be someone who really just wants to help people. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers to see what else is going on. Can you give me a clarifier for the rescuer? She's in a boat too. Seven of Pentacles, yeah, it's what you're here to do. So you're realizing that you can provide strength and support to other people. You're realizing this. Yeah, you're realizing that you can provide strength and support to other people. We have here the Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. I would liken this to someone who's really good at following their instincts, or someone who's learning how to become better at following their instincts and their impulses. When called by the universe, right, with the Knight of Swords, it's like, I have an idea, I'm inspired, I want to create something. Then you start putting in the work with the Seven of Pentacles, and it always ends up paying off in some way with that Six of Wands. And you achieve your victory. You achieve that victory. So you really have a mission. Knights are about a mission. You feel like I got a mission here with this Avenger, Robin Hood. I got a mission to help people in some way, shape, or form. I'm feeling called to do this. What do I need to do to create this experience for other people? Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, the Six of Wands just wanted to come out again. Okay, we'll leave it out. We'll leave it out. Let's go ahead and clarify the hold the space. We have here Five of Cups. Yeah, yep, exactly what I said. So the Five of Cups is about the 5 stages of grief. It's about understanding that you got emotions, you know, and you're allowed to process your emotions. Let them flow. Let them flow. Hold the space for it. You don't have to identify with it. You don't have to attach a narrative to it. They're just emotions that are here because you're experiencing things. And all you really need to do is give your permission to just accept them. And then if you feel like they're inspiring you to shift something, then go ahead and do so. First stage, denial. Second stage is, last stage is healing. I don't know. I think the first stage is denial though. It's like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. If you're the Queen of Swords wanted to pop out. So the universe just wants you to know, by the way, because the Six of Wands popped out twice, they really want you to know that you are going to get the recognition, the victory, the success that you do want, or what that you've been striving for. Anything you want to tell me about this Queen of Swords? We have here the World card. Ooh. Yeah, so this decision, this important decision that you're being called to make, the Queen of Swords makes important decisions, but she's very calm, cool, and collected in it. So make it from that space. If you can, try to make sure you meditate on it and just decide, okay, is this really what I want to do? Does this feel right to the very core of my being? Emotions set aside. Is this what I'm feeling called to do? To me, this is where you would probably want to meditate with your soul and be like, what does my soul want? Because the soul is just chill. Just chill. With that World card, that could be, again, about traveling, going a different place, different location. You want to give me a clarifier for the World card, please? I think this is also about trusting that you have what it takes, also, because the World card is about achievement. That's kind of coming through as a theme. Look at that, Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. They want you to know that your abundance, your success, you're going to get the outcome that you want. You're going to get it all. Like you're going to get it all. That everything that you've been putting into building some kind of skill, investing into things that you feel called to truly invest in, this is what's going to help to pay off and create this success for you in the long run. You have what it takes. To me, I'm getting this energy with the World card and the Queen of Swords is like someone who is just really good at what they do. Like you're really good at. You're about to find out how damn good. How damn good you are. And the thing is, you wouldn't have known unless you turn the faucet. And in order for you to find out how good you are, you're being given some kind of opportunity, or you're being called to take some kind of chance to travel somewhere to understand just how much the world needs you to be this avenger or rescuer that you're doing out of the goodness of your heart. It's coming from a beautiful, wholesome place. Anything else you want to tell me about the Queen of Swords? We got the Page of Wands. Yeah. Anything else you want to tell me about the Queen of Swords? Yeah, so it's about making that decision. Do I want to travel? Do I want to be in a different location? Maybe, maybe. Okay, we had a bunch of cards that flipped out. Let me just go ahead and shuffle. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Yeah, to me, the Queen of Swords is just giving me recognition. We have the Magician. And we have the Nine of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so they definitely want you to find that quiet space. With that hold the space, the Queen of Swords, the Magician, and the Nine of Swords, they want you to find that quiet space because you're going to be overthinking. You're going to be overthinking this. They need you to center yourself. And it has to do with travel again with the Page of Wands. It has to do with travel. Going somewhere different, being somewhere different. Yeah, trust that you have all the tools. Maybe you're stressing out. Like, do I have all of it? Yes, that and more is what I'm hearing. That and more. We always underestimate ourselves. Okay, so anything else you want to let this group know about this decision, guys? We have two nines. It's about completion. We have here the Queen of Wands. We have the Star card, and then we have the Nine of Swords. Just doesn't want to go away. Yeah, they want you to be confident in yourself and to believe in your capabilities, and also believe in, with that Wands card, this is about aligning with your desires and understanding that you are here to create the life that you want. The universe sends you dreams, right? With that Aura Quartz, the universe sends you dreams. It sends you dreams. These dreams are essentially pointing you in the right direction. Oh, I feel called to do this. You know, some people, they look at their life, I think they understand it. They understand the bigger picture. They do. But they'll be like, you know, in one part of my life, I was very just surface-based. But that was my passion at the time. And then I became more service-based. You know, I wanted to give to people in some way. That's kind of what I'm getting for this group. It's like, it's what they actually want you to understand. It's not the difference between or separating this idea of I'm selfish versus I want to be of service. It's actually one and the same. They're saying that your desires are in alignment with what the universe also wants too, right? Because the universe is giving you these, it's in your heart. It's giving you these desires so that it can guide you and show you what to do, right? Maybe you're very passionate. You have like a passion for something with that Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is usually quite charismatic. She is my comedian. She is I'm going to do what I want. But what makes her so beautiful, attractive, and magnetic is she's the most assertive of all the queens. She's very assertive about what she wants. She speaks up for herself. She lives the life that she wants. She says if she wants it a certain way, she's going to speak up and say it and create it. But there's this level of compassion for or relatability for the Queen of Wands. Even though she's bold and beautiful, there's always something about her that just feels so relatable. She understands her humanity. And what makes her beautiful, honestly, she's usually very gifted, very talented. You know, with that Star card combination, she's usually quite gifted, quite talented at something. And that's actually the thing that makes her the most attractive. It's her energy. Okay, so there's the Nine of Swords here. Overthinking. Last bit of advice for this group. Ninth house. They keep taking me to travel, guys. Y'all are traveling. We got Jupiter. Oh boy, are you. Oh boy, are you. You got Jupiter in the 9th house in Aries, somewhere you've never been before. More than likely, this is somewhere you have never been before. You are pioneering a completely different and unique path. No one's done this in your family. No one's done this around you before. It's like totally new. But with Jupiter being in, very much it's supporting travel, foreign land, going somewhere to find your spirit, connect with yourself, follow your dream, do what you want, all that. Do you want to clarify the Jupiter 9th house in Aries? 8 of Cups. Oh, they keep pointing out. Okay, so here's the realism, practicality that they want you to be aware of. You are going to be leaving behind people, situations that you actually do like. That's what they want you to be aware of. That's why it's going to be a bit confusing and quite stressful, because you're like, but I like being around these people. I like this town. I like this neighborhood. I'm so confused. The universe is calling me somewhere else, but I find comfort here. But part of you is also aware that it's not fulfilling you. That's the point. They want you to know that you're going to find fulfillment elsewhere. You're going to find fulfillment elsewhere, but part of you is attached. That's why they keep telling you to go, because you are attached. You do care about the people, the place. You do care about it. But it's like they need you to be selfish. You know, with that Queen of Wands, they need you to be selfish when it comes to this decision, Jupiter and Aries. They need you to be selfish because they have a bigger calling for you. They got a bigger calling. And a lot of it just has to do with, you know, the universe is creating fulfillment through you. But it's also easily and beautifully working and powerfully working through your energy, because you're available right now. You're available for this. Yeah, this is a deep-rooted manifestation. I don't even know what to call it. It could be like, you know, fate always meant for you kind of thing with that star card. But yeah, you are going to be sad. Yes, you will. But you got to do what you got to do. That's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 1. Just be aware that you've just completed some kind of cycle with all the 9s here. And the World card, you're ready to move on to the next huge chapter of your life. You've closed the book. You're about to write another book. And they want you to be aware of this. Have a beautiful day or evening. Like, subscribe to support. Bye. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to... Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Chrysacola, then this is a reading for you. So we're looking into some kind of important decision the universe wants you to be aware of. You got to make an important decision coming up in your life. So let's just see what this is going to be about. First, I will pull energies, then I will meditate with the crystal, then I will unveil your oracle cards, then I will pull some tarot. Guys, dial me into the energies of group number 2, please. Okay, so I felt like I was seeing like a dragonfly. Well, it started as a triangle, and the triangle got wide, and then it turned into like a dragonfly. Freedom! So the universe is directing you in a direction where you're going to be able to obtain freedom and peace and ease and flow. Something about widen your scope was coming through. Like, widen your scope. Open up. It gives me this energy of like a creature that was raised in a cage, and let's say it was a bird raised in a cage, and all this bird knows is the 10, how big are bird cages? The 3 square feet of its cage. It's only ever flown in a cage. But the universe is almost like, actually, when you open the door, and let's say the sliding glass door is open or something, you go through the sliding glass door, you'll realize you were in a tiny cage this entire time. And you're going to realize that you had freedom to fly in this space this entire time. And the beautiful thing about the dragonfly and the wings to me, dragonfly is very much symbolic of God's light. But the dragonfly felt very confident. It's like once it started using its wings to fly, to free itself, and to be in this wide, vast, open, endless space, it was more than happy to use its wings and fly away. So I know I went from a bird to a dragonfly. But the point is, it's like you're going to understand. Did I say bird? Maybe. Your cage, the universe is asking you to free yourself of the cage, basically. They want to give you freedom to fly and feel free. And they want to show you, they want to guide you. And they're telling you, the minute you start using your wings, you're going to feel limitless. And this is perhaps something that you've been calling for in your life. Is I want to feel limitless. I want to be free. God, teach me how to be free. How do you be free in a world where you got responsibilities, obligations, money, and certain relationship situations or even karmic situations that are just so heavy? How do I fly free? I want to know, teach me. But there's something so beautiful. I think you are, and you're most definitely diving in, creating a beautiful, powerful relationship with the universe, source, to understand that you are free all along. Let's go ahead and meditate with the crystal here. Yeah, I felt like I was seeing from a higher perspective. Someone was dipping their arms into water and they were splashing it up and out. That's how you're going to feel. It's going to feel very much elated. So this decision you're being asked to do, you're being asked to leave a small, limited cage. Whether it's a mindset, it's both. Whether it's mindset or physical, because the universe wants to open you to more abundance. So you're probably not going to be experiencing the same life once you really open up to this decision and widen your scope and understand that you can go anywhere, do anything, be anyone. You don't need to go anywhere or do anything or be anyone to prove anything, but you can. You're a fluid creative being. You can. That's the point, is that you can. I can. I will. I am. Okay. The hands dipping out and splashing out. It gives me the sense of, when kids are playing in the water and they're just like splashing and they're just like, aha, it was giving me, that feeling of someone like playing at the beach, playing at the ocean. Maybe there's something about going to the ocean. I don't know, it looks a little oceany, like crystal, but maybe there is something about going wherever the ocean is. But it's going to be like, I'm free. Oh my gosh, I'm being taken to, what's that movie where he's like, I'm the king of the world. Wasn't that about a slave? All right. You guys have felt trapped for a long time and boxed in to your current life circumstance and situation. And you've been asking and you've been praying for freedom. You guys have been praying consistently and deliberately. And the universe wants you to know that we are here to grant you freedom. And I'm looking at 11:11 on my phone right now. It's opening up for you. And there's such a tenderness for this group. I feel like, it's making me feel like you were raised this way or taught to think like this, that you were a caged bird. And you didn't know that your wings could do that. You didn't know that your wings could fly 20 meters up into the sky. I don't know how birds are. You didn't know you could go that high up into the sky. You had no idea. You hadn't a clue. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see group number 2. What wants to come through for you? I don't have anything in my hair, do I? It drives me crazy when I watch it back and I'm like, I have something in my hair that's driving me crazy. Okay, I do see fishes. There might be something about traveling to water, going near water, wherever water is. Finding your soul tribe, your people. Yeah, I don't know. I'm being taken to this energy of feeling like you have a ledge. So what movie was that where they're like, don't go, oh yeah, was it Moana? Where he's like, don't go past the reef. Don't go past the reef, right? Her father told her that. So maybe you've had parents or just whoever raised you. I'm getting raised because I'm getting like you grew up in a cage. You grew up in a limited way of thinking and not understanding You are a free creative being. And he told her, you can't go past the the reef, right? He said the reef. And she's like, but I want to. I'm an adventurer. I'm an explorer. There's something I'm feeling called to do. And then she did it. And then she did it. And she found out, wow, you know what? I didn't finish the movie, honestly. Not always the biggest fan of musicals. I like music, but musicals. I like some, but not all of them. And it just feels weird because I grew up in Hawaii, so sometimes it's like when you don't hear the accent, it's very weird for me. Because I'm just like, is that authentic? I don't know. Sorry. So I'm biased. Yeah, I'm seeing you interact with someone here. Like someone's like, hey, who are you? I've never seen, you're different from us. You're a different species. So I feel like there's so much about adventuring and meeting new people. Let's go ahead and see what wants to come on through the cards. Oh, you are doing so much healing. Wow. Wow. Okay, you guys got so many. Is this the group? Oh, shoot. I guess this is it. What is the last group? Hold on a minute, guys. I'm just wondering if I mixed up some cards. I mean, it's fine now. I'm looking at the theme of the cards and they're fine. Oh, okay, maybe. Okay, so I don't remember. Okay, so we had a blue theme going on, that's for sure. Look at the Knight Prince, the Bully, and the Imagine. You got a blue theme. Blue is really special. We even got this handcuffs, very blue. So immediately, there's some kind of blue theme. Maybe you are moving near water. Overall, the water to me is what's very much symbolic of a cleanse that you've been experiencing. And oh my gosh, you guys are freeing yourself on some huge limitations that you've been struggling with for some time here. You've been struggling with it for some time. You have been your own worst critic, you know? I was being taken sort of to Maya Angelou's, I heard it, didn't say it, but Maya Angelou's, I know why the cage bird sings. Something like that, right? Is that, I know why the cage bird sings. Because the bird is singing because it wants freedom. Yeah, it's just, there's something about your heart just craves freedom on like the purest level, and the universe is about to like shove it in your face because it like loves you so much. Like your guides, I'm getting so much love for this group. Like your guides love you so much, and they have been trying to help you to realize this. You're going through a deep healing process right now. And yes, it may be hard and challenging, difficult to understand. And sometimes there's like a justifiable anger that comes up and out of you when you realize, gosh dang, like that was, the universe was, that was how small my thinking was, or that cage was. I didn't realize that I could be free at any point in time if you're handcuffs. I didn't realize I could actually experience that amount of freedom. I didn't know that. You didn't know it. So it's about a conscious reality, a conscious shift. You've made a conscious shift here. And I was getting Moana, I got She-Wolf, Unleash the Wild Within. You're ready to go. You're ready to listen to your primitive inner self. Your primitive inner self, that fire in you. You're understanding that you are a child of the divine. Our parents, our earthly parents, the people who we grow up with, okay. But you are a child of the divine. You belong to Source. And Source is here to help you to figure out who you are and where you're meant to go. So you're understanding that now if I listen to my instincts, they'll take me in the right direction. Looks like you're being called to use your instincts to imagine bigger and leave the cage and to free yourself. You will no longer be suppressed. You are struggling at times. You are your own worst critic. We have your bully, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And you are your own worst critic because you have had people who have criticized you. You've had people who have talked you down, have told you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. And it was just breaking your heart every time they said that. And the reason why it was breaking your heart is because some part of you knew you could go past the reef. Something in you said, I think I can go past this reef. I don't think we're supposed to be trapped in here, guys. So we have here spilled milk, regrets, accidents. Yeah. So let's talk about regrets and disappointment. The past is the past. It always is. And when those emotions do come up, please do process them. Please do process them. Did I hold this up? Yeah, the bully. When things come up with that spilled milk energy, yeah, they did some messed up things, and you could acknowledge this. And in fact, not acknowledging that is not the answer. The reality is that, honestly, usually they could have done better. Whether it's a parent or whoever raised you or a guardian of some sort, they could have done better. That's the painful reality. But just like what Carolyn Myss says, we have to take the word deserve out of our vocabulary and replace it with worthiness. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of feeling free. But it may not necessarily come from that person. It may come from someone else. You learn it from someone else, or you learn to do something else. You're learning to trust yourself, and that was the biggest thing. And this is what I teach in my channel all the time. It's about listening to your own instincts. Listen to your own instincts to guide you. I'm free. You've been doing so much deep healing, and I want to say that your guides are so proud of you. And I don't think you, like, I'm getting this very strongly for this group, you do not acknowledge that enough. You gotta be like, damn, yeah, I be healing. I'm pretty dang good at this. I'm doing a good job. And I think you need to just be aware of that. Be aware that you are on the right path. And the only person who really tries to punish ourselves is ourselves. Even if someone is saying something to us, part of us still believes what they said, and we accepted that. And that's why it hurt us so much. So much. I'm not saying it's not going to hurt, but I'm saying so much. When we internalize what people say and the limitations that they give to us, it can feel quite painful. Yeah, so we have 4. It's usually like home life, and we have here, Virgo. Is that Virgo or Scorpio? Virgo. Healing. Healing the psychological mind as well. The spirit. You're about to enter into a new phase, a new journey, right? I'm being taken to that song by Journey. Don't stop believing. Da, 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 da. I'm sorry, guys. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing. You are about to start a new chapter of your life. You're about to go on the journey of your life. Journey of your life. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? Okay. And I'm asking that because I intuitively was picking up imagine. That's right. 20. Imagine. Imagine all the people. The universe wants you to imagine. The universe does want us to fantasize. Like, let's not, I do talk about manifesting with the divine, but the universe will give you, like, they give you a blueprint when it comes to your dreams. Part of you is like, oh, I've always wanted to travel. I've always wanted to live this kind of lifestyle. I've always wanted to build this house. I always wanted to have this kind of family, this kind of support system. Imagine. Get in your imagination. I didn't talk about blue. I just realized. I kind of got sidetracked earlier. This blue to me feels like it's calming and it feels like power. Yeah, so blue aura, people, it has a lot to do with throat chakra. I think there's something about you finding your voice that's coming through, especially with that 4 Virgo. You're finding your voice and you're separating it from the distinction of other people's projected voice on you. I think there's something about this group where people do project quite a bit on you. I don't know what that is. Maybe there's a lot of water energy in your chart. Maybe that's why we have a lot of blue as well. We do have here the 5 Pisces. But perhaps people do project quite a bit on you because we got here Knight and Prince. And to me, these energies are like, you know, Knight in shining armor, a prince. It's like, oh, you're very attractive, or I don't know. It's like people will project onto you because you're moldable, and that's quite especially Pisces, because Pisces is a mutable water sign, so it has the ability, all the mutable signs are the most incredible chameleons. They just change either according to their mood or according to their environment. So it's like, you know, maybe you become whatever you are in your environment. It's hard for you to separate yourself from other people because you just become what your environment is. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some, I mean, the Knight, loyalty, romance, and chivalry. I feel like the universe is most definitely asking you to open up your heart, to open up to someone coming into your life who will be loyal. Someone who, honestly, it doesn't matter what gender you are. They're going to offer this back to you. They're going to be very considerate of you, loyal to you, and romance you. Yes, they want it all. So especially with this prince energy, the prince and the knight. Yeah, those are both romantic energies. Yeah, okay, romance is definitely a theme. We have here prince, romantic charm, and potential for power. So I honestly feel like, you know, if someone is coming into your life and they display these qualities, I also feel like you are owning up to these qualities in yourself. So maybe you're balancing something within you. I'm getting a lot of like fluid energy. So maybe you're embracing more of your masculine energy to pursue your desires and go for what you want. Or you could be balancing your feminine energy and acknowledging your emotions more and how you feel. And a lot of that spilled milk was probably due to the fact that you did not allow yourself to acknowledge what you were feeling. You didn't give it space to just be like, oh, I don't like this. Let me sit in this space of I don't like this, instead of becoming like, oh, I have to. I don't like it, but I have to just get over it. Right? It's like, oh, I just need to get over it. Oh my gosh. How many times we were told that by our parents? Just get over it. That's not helping me to process my emotions, parents. Okay. Let's see what the guides want to let you know. Group number 2. Yeah. I was hearing Blue Christmas. I feel like there's another song with blue, but I was Blue Christmas with you. But it's just something about like just being sad and processing emotions is what I'm getting for this group. Blue, feeling blue. It's like, actually, yes. If you hold the space for it and you let it flow, it will stop slapping you in the face. Let's just say that. It's like, oh, I feel like crying. A storm today. Maybe I should just go cry. The moon card came out. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify that energy. So I think for you, it was acknowledging your emotions and your fears. We have here the Knight of Swords. Clarify the moon. We have here the Three of Pentacles. Oh, they're already talking about someone else. Okay. Hidden. Okay. I feel like I need a reshuffle. Knight of Swords, Three of Pentacles. This feels like a business opportunity that's coming your way. It's kind of hidden from you, or there's hidden aspects to it. Guides, what would you like this group to know about this decision? Follow your North Star. Six of Pentacles. The Moon. Six of Pentacles, the Moon. Oh, it will be revealed to you. Tell us more. Oh, gosh. Please tell us more, guides. It will be revealed to you. Three of Wands. Yes, higher perspective, bigger picture. We have here the Knave of Wands. New beginning, starting something new. Seven of Swords. Truth. Okay, well, like the first energy I'm kind of getting is that the universe has kind of been waiting. It's been waiting for you to be honest with yourself. Like your guides are like, they've been trying to guide you to be honest with yourself and follow your true nature. With the She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. With the Seven of Swords, it's like, be authentic, go your own path. With this Page of Wands here, it's like, be authentic, go your own path. Okay, so here's what I'm kind of starting to pick up in these readings. The reason why you're very self-guided is because you listen to your intuition. So people who listen to their intuition are very self-guided. It goes hand in hand. You're good at listening to your intuition. Oh, great. You're a very self-guided person. So you're very self-guided. Universe is guiding you in this new direction. Because we have the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands, they might be calling you either to expand in your mindset or literally travel, right? The cage to the big land, like travel, go somewhere different, be open to this. Oh, would I like to go to somewhere different? With the Six of Pentacles, I feel like the universe is most definitely granting you a generous opportunity. It's going to be quite hidden from you. There's a lot of divine timing playing into this. The Moon card keeps coming out. Moon card is usually like very feminine energy. So something about the moon cycles, or the flow of energy that's going to like come in and just allow for this to happen. Anything else you want to tell us about the Six of Pentacles? King of Wands. Okay. So you might be having someone very generous come into your life to help you with the Knight, Prince, and the King of Wands and Six of Pentacles. Right? Because usually both the Knight and the Prince like to. They're like, oh, let me come save you. Ha ha ha. Either way, this person is here to help you in your journey. It could be a romantic connection, quite possibly. There's that option. It's available. Romantic, someone who's confident, generous. This is a very generous person. Very good heart, big heart. Confident, charismatic, and attractive. Da, 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 da. Okay. Anything else you want to let us know about the Prince? Here, let's just go straight for it. Go straight for the juggler. Oh, no, that's the Sun card. That's even better, the Sun card. Anything else you want to tell us about the Prince? Well, I was seeing you talk to someone. Didn't I tell you you were talking to someone? We got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So I think the universe is swerving you towards a connection here. Yeah, anything else you want to tell us about the Knight energy? Yeah, there it is. Four of Cups. Well, is it romantic? What is the nature of this connection? That's what we want to know. It's whatever you imagined yourself experiencing with someone that you would like to experience. We have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So there's an opportunity coming your way. I think it's coming from this King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, someone who's very generous, giving, confident, has a reputation or some kind of standing in society in some sense, some kind of recognition or standing in society, someone who upholds himself to a certain standard, who wants to be happy. They're pursuing their happiness. They want to be happy. Maybe they want to be happy with you, okay? With the Sun card and the Knight of Pentacles. They are very patient, so they're willing to just like take the time. They're not in any rush, even though they may have like passionate emotions, and maybe those passionate emotions are guiding them towards you, but they're very patient because I think this person definitely wants to build a solid foundation, and the universe is calling for you to build a solid foundation as well. Take your time and really create a life that makes you happy. Really make decisions for you that makes you happy. Don't forget that. Don't forget it. With that Sun card, yeah, there's a lot of people in here and they're eating and I'm hungry. But yeah, there's a lot of people in this image. They're eating, they're happy, they're jolly. You're gonna be happy with this person in partnership, coming out of the blue, perhaps, with that Four of Cups. She's just like, oh, I'm just dreaming. But it's what you dreamt of. It's so funny. That card sometimes represents like despondent and like, I'm unhappy. It hasn't represented that in like any of my readings, hardly ever. Rarely. So we get the Seven of Wands. That woman looks like a businesswoman. So this is about you also pursuing your desires, your goals. So you're pursuing your desires. This person is pursuing their desires too. You guys are in alignment with each other. Hey, hi, how are you doing? Someone who's probably quite different from you. Anything else you want to let us know about this decision? What is the decision? I think you're being called to travel, leave, do something different. Knight of Wands. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh the cards. There's like an intuitive connection you have to this person as well with that Moon card. It's just like, it's just intuitive. Intuitive. Okay, tell us more about the decision. We got here the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so it's like a long-term commitment. Ten of Wands, wow. So you're being asked to make some kind of significant commitments. Here we have the Death card. And we have here the Six of Pentacles again. Yeah, so you're being asked to make some kind of commitment, basically. The universe is saying, you got to make a commitment. It may be a commitment to a relationship, a person, or a job here. A job. I feel like you are pursuing your desires. It's like a combination of both or one. But it's like either the job or it's like a job and a relationship. But yeah, because with that 10 of Pentacles, you're being asked to like build something, create some kind of significant harvest with someone or, you know, with yourself here. Could be a job of some sort. It's going to give you a long-standing capability. Can I get a clarifier for the Death card? It's going to ask for you to leave behind some things. It's like a total 180. It is a 180. We have our Knight of Cups. Okay, yeah, you're being asked to transform and make a total 180. Very different from what you're used to. But the universe is saying that this change, this ending, leave it behind, Death card energy. This woman is literally moving. She's putting her house up for sale. So maybe you're going to be leaving your home. But what you're moving towards is this, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. People, environment, and situation where you feel loved, accepted, and spoiled. Quite spoiled, because we got the Six of Pentacles again. So the universe just wants you to know that your guys want you to know they love you a lot. Like, I'm just feeling like so much tenderness and love in this group. Just know that you are your own worst critic. Okay? You're your own worst critic. You are deserving. Sorry, I used that word. You are worthy. You're worthy. You got to work for it. You've been working for it energetically and physically probably too. Okay, anything else you want to tell us about the bully? Bully? Bully. Oop. We have here the Judgment card. Oh, you are judging yourself. Yeah, you're your own worst critic. Last piece of advice for this group. All right, the last piece of advice is we have Mars, Capricorn, and the Libra. 7th house. Yeah, so Mars and Capricorn is a phenomenal combination for career, actually. You want to tell us more about, someone's giving you a generous opportunity. Someone is giving you a generous opportunity for you to fulfill your dreams and desires. Can you tell me more about this Mars and Libra in the 10th house? Yeah, Mars in the 10th house is, it loves being in the 10th house. So Mars is considered exalted in Capricorn because it can put its competitive energy towards building something big, like a long-term legacy or desire. We have the High Priestess. So something that is coming in divine timing that you have been manifesting. It just keeps saying that, yeah. Tell us more. We have here the Seven of Cups. Something you've always imagined yourself doing. Something you've always imagined yourself doing. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. There's some kind of big like this is pretty big. Like there's some kind of significant shift or big opportunity coming towards you. A lot of generosity is coming towards you, flooding towards you. Yes, you've obtained a lot of freedom. You've done a lot of healing, but the universe is like, you were always meant for this. You were always meant for a love like this. You were always meant for a relationship like this. You were always meant for abundance like this. Because you're worthy of it, but you have to do the work to understand your worthiness. Your worthiness. We always have to work for it. And the way that we work for it is just we become aware, consciously expand, and then take the inspired action. But this group, you've been doing some powerful work here with that High Priestess energy. You've been doing some powerful healing. And I feel like definitely integrating your shadow and light side with this High Priestess. You see there's like the two women. One's a light, one's a shadow. You've been integrating the parts of yourself. You've actually been powerfully using your intuition, and you're powerfully manifesting this towards you. But I also have to say this is kind of fated, destined for you, and divine time for you. So this was always going to come towards you, perhaps just divine timing wise. You had to come to this point. You had to realize this. So the minute you did this healing and release these limitations, the universe is like, you're ready. It's like what you've always imagined doing. There's no cap. This woman is imagining herself doing everything. She's a librarian. She's a cop. She's a designer, fashion designer. She's a sophisticated businesswoman. She's what is she doing? Dancing? She's a doctor. Like, this woman just imagines herself accomplishing everything that she's ever wanted. The universe is like, you are about to open the chapter. You're about to start a journey where you're going to start accomplishing a lot of the things that you felt like you always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to do this. You're about to become the ultimate go-getter with that Mars in the 10th house in Libra. So Libra energy is just very creative, can be quite creative, very fluid, very Venusian, very powerful, charismatic energy, very charismatic actually. So there might be something about your personality that's coming through. Anything else you want to let us know about the imagine? They just keep saying imagine. Whatever you've imagined yourself doing is what you're going to do. Is what you're going to do. And I think you just had a lot of emotions that were, with this 5 of Wands energy, you just had a lot of conflicting energies. You're like, maybe I should do this, but maybe I'm not good enough. I want to do this, but I'm not good enough. It's like you kept moving in and out of different frequencies, and the universe couldn't catch you. They couldn't catch you until now. You caught yourself. So with this Page of Pentacles here, it's like you're ready to start your journey. Get to work. You're ready to get to work. That's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you, and bye. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely Dendritic, I'm going to go ahead and do this reading because this is your reading. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull energies, and then I will meditate with the crystal, and then I will unveil your oracle cards, and then I will pull some tarot. Okay. Guides, dial me into the energies of your group number 3, please. Okay, so the energy I got or picked up was Scorpion. Scorpion? So to me, I've never gotten a Scorpion before. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So the Scorpion... Ooh, sting. Maybe you got some Scorpio energy in your chart. But it was very much a strong, powerful, positive omen. This is like the positive, evolved Scorpio energy. So Scorpios, when they have not evolved, when they're hurting, they hurt other people. That's their thing, right? There's a lot of power dynamic control that happens, or in order for them to get power, they try to take power and take it and take it and take it, not realizing that they are the source of it. And they have to connect with that. So there's something about you have realized your power. And you're understanding that it comes from this deep sense of connecting to yourself deeply. You're understanding that with this power, you're not supposed to hurt anyone, or with this energy, these flood of emotions, you're not supposed to hurt anyone. You're supposed to use it to stand in strength, to stand tall, to feel confident in yourself, to live your best life. So this group, you are becoming a lot more confident and attuned to your power. Confident, your power, your authentic power. And I'm most definitely being taken to Gary Zukov. I don't know what sign he is, but I imagine he probably has some Scorpio in him because he had a chaotic past. To say the least, it felt very Scorpio related. Like a passive addiction. So perhaps you have healed from those addictions. You're healing from those addictions, and you're realizing, I need to take my energy away from making these bad habits. And I'm like, what if I actually invested that same kind of impulse into healthy habits? But more than that, what if I realize that my outer reality I cannot control, and I'm totally okay with that? So disempowered Scorpios would try to control their outer reality to feel control, whether they're controlling their relationships or what's going on in their life. A more evolved Scorpio, but who's still slightly less conscious, would perhaps not go out of their way to control people, but they would try to control situations. They would try to make sure their house is perfect, this is perfect, or they look perfect, so that things are in control, as opposed to just letting it be. We have no control over what's going on in this external reality. Everything is about perception. Everything is about how you experience life. How are you experiencing it from your lens? And you're understanding, I can sit here in my body and it feels like I'm sitting on a throne. I'm empowered because I'm in control of my emotions, not by controlling them, not by compartmentalizing them or trying to fix them or organize them, but by just letting them be what they are. It's a lot about power. I think there is going to be power status recognition that's coming to the group. I was seeing the Scorpio and it was in front of a sun. So it's like, I think you were moving towards this. It's probably in your chart somewhere where you are activating, because you're activating your authentic power. External power is going to start to show up in your life. People are going to recognize you more because when you recognize a higher being, like when you recognize someone has evolved, you recognize them. You bow down to them innately. You just know this. We know who our higher beings are. We have a sense for them. Eckhart Tolle, Muji, Carolyn Miss, we know that these people are higher beings. You want to bow down to them, bow down to their knowledge. Okay, what else wants to come through for you? Group number 3. Okay, I was seeing Archangel Michael's sword. So you're cutting through the BS. Okay, you're being honest with yourself. You're speaking the truth, you're living the truth. You're doing your best to live in connection with the truth, and the universe recognizes your sincerity. They want you to recognize your sincerity too, to know that you are putting in the energy. And it's actually from this space that they say you can gain confidence, is by acknowledging and witnessing, not by pumping yourself up and thinking you're better than anyone, but it's by honoring yourself. You are honoring life. You should feel honored, live in a space of honor. I honor life, therefore I am honored by life. Yeah, I'm keep getting that for this group. Okay, anything else? So you've gone through some kind of purification process. Did I meditate with the crystal? It was really interesting. It looked like a portal, but the portal was moving and it kept shifting. And to me, this portal is a representation of, it's not, this is technically not correct, but I'm just going to convey it in this symbolic way. It's almost like you've gained some kind of access to the portal, but not only that, you've gained access to shifting the portal. It's like you can put the portal wherever you want it to go for you to access or connect with a different reality. The sky's the limit. So this group is going through some kind of graduation. The universe wants you to be aware that you've acquired some kind of power recently. You've acquired some kind of power recently. They want you to recognize this because it's kind of hitting me right now. And I'm just like, okay, I know I was picking up all the energy, but they want you to know that you've acquired some kind of power. And you've done something here, some kind of magical thing where you've essentially, it's not even magical, it's like the simplest things. It's the simplest things, but you've learned how to sit with yourself and dig in, dig. And they're saying that you know how to access like different realities, something like that. But they want you to be aware of this. They want you to be consciously aware of this because you're here, you have a specific, like a sacred mission. I'm getting a sacred mission for this group. You have a sacred mission that they are directing you on here. That's powerful. Okay, anything else? So the Dendritic gate can typically be about like purification and getting tuned into your most innate self, deep within. There's something about throat chakra I'm getting for this group. It's like using your voice. It's very important. Speaking up. I'm seeing a woman talk quite actively. She's got a lot of personality. It's just like she's expressing herself. You're learning how to freely express yourself. And even Scorpio energy, right? So like water. It's water. It's just like, ooh, yeah, fluid. Strong. Yeah, there's a lot about power here. There's also something about you are gaining power within yourself. You're also being recognized by other people who also hold the same power or similar power. That's deep. I don't know. I'm seeing like it's a dinosaur. It's the one that kind of looks like a lizard or a kimono dragon. I don't know. But yeah, that one that's kind of like long. He has spikes on his back. But it's giving me this energy. It's like you learned how to. It's like your shadow side. Okay, I don't know why I didn't say that. You've learned how to integrate with your shadow side. But not only that, the shadow world or the shadow. So the shadow is more than just like our dark side. It's also like the mystery of life, the hidden aspect of life. It's like 8th house energy. So even in the 8th house, even though we call like things like death, sex, beyond that, there's profound truth and unlimited access to truth. Profound truth, unlimited access to truth and power. right? Death, sex, power is what they always talk about. But sex really is about sensual creative energy. Death is about whatever dies is reborn. So it's like a letting go. How do you actually have authentic power? You let go. You don't control everything. You're like, oh, okay, things are out of my control. Let it go. That's how you have power. So like they're saying you're learning how to navigate the landscape of the shadow. All right. That was so intense. But I liked it. Okay, so let's go and see what's going on. Whoa. Okay, so first of all, you probably want to know that something's manifest. Coffin, death, expectation. Ooh, this group. I was right. Okay. Alrighty, my dear. Okay. You guys have graduated. We have the coffin. So, or you're in the process of graduating. I feel like you're like, because we have your within a few weeks and very likely. So I feel like you've done the work to graduate. So here's the thing about ascension. You can't go backwards. It's like you can't become less aware, period. So in every lifetime, even if you're reincarnated for another lifetime, and you have to start again, you're going to get back to where you were now and then make further progress. But you never go backwards. It's not possible. So we have your 8 within a few weeks. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold within a matter of weeks. And very likely at this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. So you're manifesting something quite powerfully to you. It's coming to you soon, I gotta say. We got the 19 coffin. You let it go and you're ready for more. You're ready for the light, the realness. You've also integrated with the darkness, the shadow. You've perhaps accepted death or accepted certain endings that needed to happen in your life for you to move on into the better future. You've dived in deeply internally within yourself. You've learned how to definitely integrate with your shadow side. We have your shaman, trust in higher forces. You're trusting in higher forces. Trusting in higher forces. So the decision you're being called to make, it's coming soon. They want you to know that. It's coming soon. And perhaps within a few weeks. What else? This decision is a result of you diving deeply into yourself and focusing intently on your inner life, that shadow, to know who you are. And this has also activated a lot of creativity within you. I'm getting unlimited. It's like, I think you're understanding you're unlimitedly creative in this way. By tapping into that energy or that source, you have unlimited creativity. Because we also have your talent. The universe has sent you with a gift. Because I was talking about that like past life and stuff. I feel like you guys have developed some kind of past life gift that is being like powerfully activated in this lifetime. So if you feel called to obsess over, like you have an appetite for something, you want to develop on it, work on it, that's probably your talent being activated. But you could also have a talent for diving into your intuition creatively and perhaps accessing anything. Perhaps for you, that's writing with a scribe. We have here preserving knowledge and information. Yeah, so I was getting throat chakra. So it's like speak the truth, live the truth, you are the truth. You are the truth. I think there's something about speaking the truth that you've learned how to access. It's like be honest with yourself. And there's something about what you're here to do. Whatever your talent is locked into has something to do with you preserving information or knowledge that the world needs. Whatever creative endeavor you're feeling called to do this in, whether this is through music, through writing, through speaking, or any kind of information you put out there, you're being called to activate that here. I think you guys have graduated to the level of understanding that you got a teacher within you. And perhaps there's like strong possibility if you wanted to step into like shaman level, like power, like it's power. Honestly, I rarely see this card come out. Shaman. The shaman. He's like in tune with the spirits and the magic of the world and the ether and all of that. He's got the owl on his head and antlers and bells. Oh, interesting. He's okay with like tuning into higher forces and being like, yeah, I make my decisions based off of my intuition. So we have here 28 expectation. And we have here 16, all that glitters. Huh. Okay. So you're being called to make a decision in regards to you using your talent. Your talent is being given some kind of platform to be developed, grown, and seen. Perhaps by a broader audience, or wherever you are now, it's going to get a bigger audience somewhere here. They want you to raise your expectations. To expect that it's going to go well or be beautiful. Yeah, the 20 expectations, every time I pull this card, it's always about actually think bigger. Actually think bigger. It's like it's okay to expect things to go well, but also be open to how things flow, how they go. But it's going to be it's so funny because when I was shuffling the cards, this one, I looked at it for a moment. When I looked at the deck, I was like, oh, it would be interesting if that card comes out. And then, I started shuffling cards, and then, lo and behold, it comes out for you guys. Yeah. I think the universe is offering you a generous opportunity. Usually all that glitters indicates, like, superficiality. I think you're going to perceive it because you got a lot of ethereal, magical energy around you. It might surprise you who approaches you because they enjoy your talent. But the universe is supporting you in this decision, and I feel like they want you to say yes because we got here very likely. And part of you might feel like too good to be true. Part of you might feel like, me? Who, me? Part of you might feel like, what? Part of you might feel like, should I trust this person? Aren't they just offering that to me? That's crazy. Why would they do that? Because higher forces. You have to remember, higher forces. Where higher forces exist, logic and reasoning do not, and cannot. And cannot. From this space, only your intuition can guide you. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else wants to come through for your guys' reading. I feel like I'm preaching for this group. It must be your energy. Preaching! Woohoo! Feel the energy. Okay, guys, what would you like this group to know? Oh, man. 5 of Swords. Drama, 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 drama. I don't know, the card always reminds me of drama, but I feel like it's tense. Ooh, we got the Ace of Swords. What was I saying? The Sword of Truth. Okay, so the 5 of Swords next to the Ace of Swords tells me that you learn to speak your truth. And sometimes it's not always like, you know how some truths, they're not always pleasant. And that's what I get from Scorpio. You know how they can be honest to the point where it hurts? It's like, ooh, that was too honest. That was too honest. Because I want to be buried under the falseness of like whatever I was seeing before. So there's something about you speaking the real truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, that the universe is like, yes, that's what we want. We want you to speak the truth. We want you to be honest with yourself about going the path of truth. And sometimes people, they take it for granted or they underestimate it. They think they have to play the game with all the glitters, right? And the mask, even though that's not what it's meaning in this reading. Who knows? It could have a dual meaning here. But they're saying now's not the time to play the game of what everyone else is doing, using your mind, right? And that logic. No. You got universal truth, Ace of Swords, universal truth. And that truth actually isn't logical. It isn't logical. Not really. Nope. It's just weird. When you learn about the universe, it's just weird. But it's fascinating. Yeah, and maybe this truth, to some people, this truth that you've acknowledged for yourself in your life has made some other people uncomfortable. But the universe is like, that's good. It's not always supposed to make people comfortable. That's what an evolved Scorpio is. It's like they speak the truth. Speak the truth. Okay, tell us more, guys, about what you want this group to know. You are being honest. The Moon card. Ooh, it's a mystery. Tell me more about the Moon. It could be feminine, magic, ethereal energy coming through. We got 10 of Wands. The Moon card with the 10 of Wands. Oh, don't lie to yourself. Okay, tell us more about the Moon card. The 7 of Wands. Tell us more. 2 of Cups. Tell us more. Oops. Okay, get the Queen of Pentacles. I'll take that. Kind of fell out weird. Tell me more. Three of Cups. Okay. Clarify the Ten of Wands. Temperance. Tell me more. Two of Wands. Oh, okay. Okay. I think there's some kind of business opportunity or collaboration coming towards you. We got the Two of Cups. We got the Three of Cups here. Sometimes the Three of Cups can just mean like popularity or people enjoying your energy or celebrating you. But to me, the Two of Cups is personal, right? It's a little bit more like this is a specific kind of relationship coming your way to help you create abundance in your life with that Queen of Pentacles. It's here to help you create abundance. The universe wants you to know... I need one more card. Hold on. Tell me more about this Moon card. I think trust your intuition. Yeah. Trust your intuition. Oh, they need you to be open. They need you to be open. Okay. So... This is very interesting, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So part of it is like they need you to be very open. So they need you to be very attuned. So you're being called to when it comes to making this decision, and from that point moving forward, they want you to start developing this now. They need you to become very attuned and aware with the Moon card, with your cycles, your intuition. It's quite intense because I feel like you're being given some kind of like big opportunity here. It's like, it's big because we have your Ten of Wands. To me, that's like a huge harvest. It's a huge harvest. And part of you might feel, I'm not getting the hesitancy. Actually, I feel like you're understanding your power and how it works. They feel like they're telling you, to me, I'm not getting that it's a burden, not with the Ten of Wands. It's not like this is a burden. They're actually telling you that you have a lot of power to affect change in your life. And it's going to require you to trust yourself intuitively more than you ever have before. So this decision requires you to deeply dive into that shadow side. With that 8th house energy I was talking about, meditate, practice self-inquiry, journal, ask those deep questions. Learn how to sense on a regular basis what you're feeling called to do. So you're going to get like a huge surge of energy with the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. You are going to get a huge surge of energy. And intuitively, when that surge of energy comes towards you, whether it's to create something or to make the decision, it's going to empower you to make the decision. So for example, let's say part of you feels like fearful. You're like, oh, I'm so scared to tell someone about this decision or this risk I'm taking. I'm so scared. I'm terrified. But then one day you wake up and you're like, wow, I'm just in such a good mood. Though I'm getting that they want you to be a lot more disciplined. I'm getting discipline for this group. They need you to be more disciplined with your daily routine. They need you to be really disciplined when it comes to your intuition. And wake up and just sense for like, I think today's the day. So they need you to wake up, like create a routine of intuitively diving in and saying, what do I need to do today? Next day. What do I need to just practice it? Practice the muscle. So that when you're making a decision, it's just like, yes, this, no, that, yes, this, no, that, yes, this. They want you to be very clear and concise about the decision-making process. Because with the 7 of Wands, it's usually, they call it the underdog. But it's so funny. In my readings, they keep representing someone who chooses their own authentic path. That's what it keeps representing for me. So maybe other people doubt this person, but I'm telling you, it's like when you go your own route, that is kind of how the universe wants it to be. We're not meant to be, it's like we're meant to be in tribes and in communities, but ultimately we're meant to trust ourselves. So you got to trust yourself. And with that temperance energy, again, just become a lot more disciplined with using your intuition. Practice using it. Practice using your intuition to guide you. Because when it comes to this decision-making process, you're going to be given like a leg up, right? Some status or recognition here. You're going to be given the opportunity to make very important decisions for yourself. And you need to have the wherewithal to know how to say yes or no with a clear, straight, like yes or no. So we also have your train, moving on life's journey, new endeavor, going away, one direction, on track. So you may be calling to move away, go on, do something different. But in general, you're most definitely being called to move on in life. You're being called to move on towards your endeavors. You also have your yacht, adventure, affluence, luxury, great ease, smooth sailing, sophisticated, wealth, extravagance. Yeah, so I feel like that's the universe saying there's a lot of generosity that's coming towards you. There is a period of abundance that is opening up for you. Are you ready to be in this receptive mode? We need you to get ready by practicing using your intuition. Even the moon, very feminine energy. I've meditated on that card, and it has a lot to do with feminine energy, flowy, knowing your cycles, learning your intuitions. Your intuition. And people talk about it like it's like lie, deceits. I guess it can mean that. It can mean fears, but the thing is, we only fear things we don't shine the light on. So to me, this group, I think you're learning how to shine the light on things that you don't know, you're not aware of. Until you are. Because you know how some people, they delay looking at the dark or the shadow or the messiness of life? It's like when you delay it, well, now it's hard. But if you face it head on, now it's not hard. Okay, let's see whatever final advice they want to give to you. Ooh, she's dropping all the cards. Oops. Final advice you have. I don't know why I grabbed and put up all your cards. I think maybe because we are done, but let's go ahead and see what final advice they have for you. That was loud. Venus, Capricorn in the 3rd house. That's Venus, yeah. Do you want to clarify this energy for me? Ace of Swords again. Knight of Swords. 3 of Swords. Dang, that's the honest truth. 4 of Cups. And the 8 of Wands. You want to clarify this 8 of Wands for me? Oop, 2 of Wands again, and the 7 of Wands again. Yeah, so that's a surge of energy movement. Okay, so they want you to know that this decision, it's like once you make the decision, there's a lot of movement that's going to be happening. We have Venus, Capricorn in the 3rd house. So there's a lot of shifts and movement that's going to be happening on the earthly plane for you. Most definitely there's going to be a huge surge of energy given towards you or granted towards you here. With this 8 of Wands, 2 of Wands, and 7 of Wands. I mean, the card we had was very likely, or yeah, something very likely and within a few weeks. So it might be something about like, whoa, this is coming fast or something. Well, here's the thing. I feel like because this reading is, you know, it's a futuristic reading. By the time it comes in, you'll be ready for it, but you don't really know what direction it's coming in. We have the 4 of Cups, so it's like kind of coming out of the blue. You don't really know, you can't really predict it here. But once it comes in, it's going to be swift. And it's going to require you to make quick decisions. You want to clarify that 3 of Swords? Oh, hi. Full card. Yeah, it's like make swift decisions and take a leap of faith. Yeah, this 3 of Swords is just like representing, I think, mental activity, honestly. Because it's not getting me like your heart's broken. It's more like something's going to come in and it's going to hit you quick, or you're going to have to make decisions quickly. You have to be really honest with yourself. Tell us more about the 3 of Swords. 5 of Wands. Okay, so there is going to be a conflict. There is going to be a conflict. Clarify the 5 of Wands. Yeah, the conflict is around... What is the conflict? What is this? Other people? Stand up for yourself. Be patient with yourself too, though. Okay. So this group, clarify the all that glitters here. Magician. And the Strength card. Okay, I thought so. Okay, so for the... Okay, yeah, this is mental exertion. When you're called to make this decision, people might look at you weird. They might look at you like, what are you doing here with the Five of Wands here? It's like, they don't agree, they don't get it. But the thing that you're going to be battling with the most is yourself. With the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So to me, this is a lot of mental exertion. You're going to be like in overdrive here. Okay, so that's why they want you to use your intuition. Balance. Find balance. So you guys have probably, do you have a strong throat chakra, or you guys are very much overthinkers here with that Venus in the 3rd house? They want you to discipline your mental state. And the way that you discipline your mental state is by giving up overthinking. Okay, they're like, don't overthink it. You're going to feel really stressed, okay? I'm not going to lie. It's because it's a pressure cooker decision. There's a bit of a pressure cooker. They want you to be aware. There's going to be a pressure cooker happening here. But it's like, as long as you're honest with yourself about what you want, and I think you do want it here, I think it's going to make you really happy, it'll be fine. But the best way to relieve yourself of overthinking is to get in touch with your intuition. Practice meditation here, calming the mind, or calming your energy, or calming your focus, or redirecting your focus. Redirect your focus elsewhere. But ultimately, the outcome is going to be brilliant. Take a leap of faith and you will access the freedom that you are wanting and the abundance. There's just so much abundance coming through for you guys with that Venus and Capricorn in the 3rd house. There's so much abundance that wants to come towards you. The clarifier for the All That Glitters was the Magician and the Strength card. So it's like, you're manifesting this powerfully. You have the tools. You're powerful, right? We talked about this. Power is, it's everything you imagine it would feel like, I think. I think sometimes we overanalyze, we overthink, and we think, oh, is that person powerful, or is that person... I'm like, if you can imagine what power feels like and you can practice using it, you're probably learning how to access your power. So, yeah. They want you to know that you have the ability to powerfully manifest incredible things to you. Group number 3. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if that resonated. I'm seeing 1, 2, 1, 2 on the clock. 1, 2 also adds up to 3. So that's incredible. That'll be the end of this reading. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you.